God can do what no man can do. However, Nigerians can no longer pay for transport. However, Nigerians be want come out for house, may they go hustle for their daily bread. But the transport where they want to come out, it already work the daily bread for the house. When you calculate the transport where you want to come out, go hustle. Come reach where you want to go hustle, come back. But His Excellency, those new Cha-Cha CNG bus where you buy, where them dey? I know they government transport, when we want start to use them. You know say this kind of election time now in Nigeria still they happy. We don't see them say you don't buy sharp. Papa, how are you? Well, I don't know. Anyway, you do for Nigeria, they watch us for ITV, for Facebook, for YouTube, they watch us online. We must continue to thank you. This bus don't reach like 10 years now. Now the former governor. Abi, it don't reach 10 years.
Former go 16 years.
This bus don't go 16 years.
60 years.
Let me say we are due for new one.
Yes. Overdue.
That's why Akpakomiza don't go carry some come now. That one not they use, they use diesel and fuel. And a CNG. I been an electric bus. Our governor go buy also. That's CNG.
100 naira.
No, not be 100 naira. For this election time, a free Mayana. No, for this election time, from now till January 16, now free. If they not carry us free, we'll change it for them. Who wants to that for the 300 naira? This is not there. This is not there. Anyone? His Excellency, the executive governor of Edo State. Whoa. I beg, those new bus bring and come and make them go park on this one. Abi?
Yes, Edo people deserve it.
Edo people deserve.
We deserve to have a new bus.
A new bus.
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, never enter street.
I bet may enter. May enter.
What they pay you for back?
If they pay me for, if I don't even get space to pull my leg. You know, see.
They should.
Yeah, I add it to you.
No.
Waiting they have.
Comfort. Okay, this your son. No wonder.
Opa was the try for me.
Yes.
What you try for
I'm my brother.
Okay, but the transport, say transport. This is not there.
No option this one.
This is not there.
Make 200 naira.
From where to where?
From AVP to.
Oh my governor, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. Because in the nearest future, you become one of the leaders. So we are praying. Amen. I know say you don't buy, but bring them out. Bring them out.
I don't say they shine.
I know it's shining. But hunger day. Transportation. However, transportation is one of our biggest challenges in Nigeria. Even me as a worker, whether they work for private sector or government sector, you go see and say transportation don't take 90% of our salary. Now, hear what? May I tell you what they rain now? They say all the hustle, they hustle now. They say now belly and toilet with the hustle I put.
Now so what if you save again?
What it concern you for what I talk so? What it concern you?
I'll make help you finish.
Say
Not be the country we did.
say the work where they work. Na belly.
Now Bella, we don't let you save again.
You mean say Nigerians now as a civil servant, you know if you save like 2 million naira. After you don't receive your salary, you know if you get 2 million naira as balance. No, say as a Nigerian, you don't work, pay house rent, feed the children, pay school fees, don't do it. You know if you get 2 million naira as balance for your.
Let me say you be Yahoo boy now.
Don't be say you dey work.
Then you want to see him?
We will increase your salary. This new bus, you go enjoy the AC. The new bus is coming.
Make the new bus quick on.
And you bring it
And make Nepal light day. No light,
You
no
go
light
buy
for
fan. You
building.
go buy solar fan.
No.
All the old women don't buy solar fan. So they carry solar fan follow body now.
You go
Go buy inverter fridge.
No light,
Go buy solar
no
fridge.
light. Money day.
We not go fit wait for NEPA again. We not fit wait for light. They want to kill us in this country. Everybody that they buy solar for us. Don't borrow money from Lapo. I don't they go. If to say not be public transport, for see Nigerians they trek. Even so many Nigerians now don't park their vehicle now. They don't park big men now. People don't park their motor.
Yes, because of fuel. Why is so expensive?
Now this Iran American war na ekosan.
Nigeria.
Na ekosan.
We not get refinery.
No, now because of the American.
We not get refinery.
Donald Trump don't want
We
Iran
not
now.
get refinery.
You know you say we don't give out to Chinese company. You know yeah. Excellency. I beg bring out the new boss. I beg. Oh, we'll bring out the new boss. This is about 15 years. We don't to repair this motor. Bring out the new. Okay.
What did they happen?
Oh, your money. Oh.
What did they happen?
500 naira.
What did they happen?
500 naira. But you don't tell her to enter this, but we still make government may bring out the new boss.
We now increase. Oh.
Wait, that may be the answer. What did they happen?
See the way people they rush enter public bus.
What did they happen?
Now, no, it's excellency. As an area journalist, I come. As an area journalist, this new bus so make Edo people enjoy this bus till the end of this year. In fact, till January 16th.
Where this boy now?
Madam, you don't see all that small bus enter where you call the enter this one. You don't see small one enter. You don't take cap. Where you call the enter this cheap one?
It's not cheap now.
It's cheap.
I go say cheap. It's not cheap. This one is supposed to be free bus. No. 300 is it cheap? It's not cheap. It's supposed to be free.
You know you say fuel don't go up.
Okay, why did they want us to vote for them? Is it not because of all this?
Now they tell an American you free from now till January 16th.
See me now, I want to pay. I want to pay.
Oh my governor!
For this bus. I'm also a passenger. I stay in airport road. Just now you are in airport road. We do queue for it because it's cheaper. The other buses they carry 600, 700. You know, in this economic now, we cannot afford to pay such amount. That's why we are trying to manage and queue for the bus. We queue. We are many.
The governor have bought new Shasha bus.
We thank him. Long may he reign.
That bus AC deal.
Yes, we knew.
That bus not be cho.
You mean it?
That bus not be diesel, not be
You
fuel.
mean it?
That bus now.
Buzz for our governor.
It's not the hype up. So where are you going? Where are you going? Now you the enter goes Ghana or South Africa. I want to personally warn and tell you people the truth and nothing but the truth. Santana. Madam, how business? How you the family? People they complain. I not talk say now. People they complain. Say that they sell Santana. Whether if they buy a rich ass, you call risky. Government wants start to call the checker now. Government wants start to check the Santana now.
We trust what we do because we dey eat from inside the Santana. We dey eat from inside. So me now, I go do wetin no good. I go come dey eat from inside. I dey eat from inside.
If I buy this Santana go house now, like how many days if you stay for house?
Like this one where be like this now. If he stay 1 week, nothing go do am.
1 week.
Yes, nothing go do am. He get stash. The one wey no get stash, 3 days he don dey pere.
Okay, may I tell you now wetin people wey dey chop Santana dey complain. They say why be say Santana the smell, the cassava scent, it is scent well. These some people just chop Santana and once you tell them say chop am. If you just open some, wetin dey cause am?
That one another person go answer that one.
Wetin dey cause am?
I don't know, my own on the smell.
Your own no dey scent.
I say my own on the scent like that.
No dey smell like that. Because if you put them for water now, say you soak them, you quick wash them. Once, if you too take for ground, now you go get that all done. But if you quick wash and quick make them, you know, get that all done.
How much for that one now? 100 naira.
200.
For one.
3,500.
And for restaurants, now they sell on 1,000, 1,500 though.
3,500 for this one, sir. 3,500 for that big one. This one 8,500. From 9.
Yeah, give me 500 naira. I get now me. Wait. Me and my 4 children, and my wife and dog. No, not that.
This one at 8, I'll give you.
8. And some restaurant they sell on 1,500 naira. No say for this country they know they shame again. No, they. Okay, inside the Santana 500 when I buy. Now inside the soup, pepper. Oh yeah.
Now 9 now give us.
500 naira. Let me say if I open restaurant now, how much I'll get for this one now? I buy how many? Give me 9 for 500. 200 naira. With soup. Thank you, Thank you. So cut now. Thank you.
I greet you.
Don't chop today.
I never chop. Seriously.
You never chop today?
I never chop. Is this everywhere? It's ACB. They don't pack everybody come outside though. They say they want to do the market. So right now, they're hungry.
You know, like as government they do the market.
I like as they do this thing, but I don't know what they will not just evacuate everyone like that now.
You sabi chop satana?
I sabi chop amo.
Like how many satana you fit chop?
If I say 4, I go finish 4. Only
4 satana?
Only 4. I will tell you.
Like which kind of soup you use?
I will use correct melon soup.
Melon soup. Simbangasi water leaf.
Yeah, water leaf. All of the portion is
a you like to the chop satana?
Too much.
You like how well?
Where?
Or dash you satana?
Okay. Hey.
You buy and they hot. Open na me, you know say na satana.
I don't see her.
Na 4.
I don't see her. Ibabo.
I buy and dust now.
Okay. God will bless you. God will bless you.
Na 4, na 6, 9 days side.
Okay, you want to do the menu too?
You fit chop up. Carry, they go. Okay. I don't buy a dust now.
No problem.
Mama gonna say find somebody where you go dash.
They
so as I ask you just now, you hungry, so you hungry.
No ma.
And I told you they tell me.
I didn't tell you so. Madam, no concern if soup no day.
No concern you. Enjoy. Go enjoy the satana. Go enjoy the satana.
I hear you.
Enjoy the satana.
I hear you.
People don't like groundnut money. Also, please help me.
May I help you with something?
Yes.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from your leg at a check on Gulf Road. You know Lily Hotel?
Where you they go?
I they go Ekenwa Road.
And you not get transport fare?
I don't get transport fares. Even though I get mercy here, even though I never take her.
I just surprised when you come meet me. Just surprised you come meet me. See.
And I God say make I meet you, sir. Now God do am. I know say you must give me some. God will bless you. God will bless you. Your work, they will promote you more. We have been hearing of you for inside radio. And they will promote you more. God bless you.
Enjoy. I don't suffer, not be small. On per se, I get sense.
Well, that is no good at all. Hey, now I make I join this business.
No, you know what this man? This is not my Chinese. That Nigerian Chinese guy. This is the only Benin man they speak Chinese.
You see, China make parable last 2 weeks. He said, "Chao la, chao la, chao chao ko dong ko ko yo la." You know the meaning? They said they don't already buy our property finish for Nigeria. Very soon, if you know less China, you know get where you see work.
Only talk to Chinese.
They tell you so. What they tell you so? Very soon, we'll be a second slave to China if we not take time.
You shall talk to us how the situation of the country.
For the situation of the country, under kuku chingi ngondo. Mi yishi nyinga ngola. Kondo ko yongo. No tongo yongo. The more you look, the more you see, not be less again. The more you look, the more you see.
Wetin concern you concern hammer.
I just show my love. We'll see. I just show. Not the adjustment of Aru again. Not the adjustment. I just either you agree or you no agree. They borrow money. You say you know there. Anything concerning Nigeria and a storm that they stop by. I gotta do what go favor you. Issue. What's on your belly that they come out to? Nigeria know you affect you at all.
The money got me no Salon forgot me no I don't they go. Okay. How do you also know?
Bro, I don't get your number.
Man, give my number.
You get many things. I didn't pay you for long. I beg. I beg you.
Number 0080 55 40 73 59. Help me tell Nigerians make we be our brother's keeper. Chinese.
No be so we not like to be our brother keeper. Unless say our gospels don't spoil. To be a brother's keeper nowadays, your brother where you say you want being a keeper, he don't remove gospels come out for your back. So your code according to your materials, your size no dey market.
As people they watch us now, they feel say you know they okay.
Waiting they happen.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen.
We must continue to thank God for our life. I sincerely sympathize with the families of people who be said they don't die. Untimely deaths don't kill so many innocent Nigerians. May their soul rest in peace. However, Nigerians they call on the federal government of Nigeria. Make them sharply. Nigerians they call on the Nigerian army. Nigerians they call on the Nigerian police. Nigerians they call on all the security apparatus for Nigeria. Make them wake up, because Nigerians are not smiling because of the way things can happen now for this our country. However, we must continue.
Waiting they happen.
Agree to. Money no they come from heaven. Do better till money go come. Now true word that they tell you so. Agree to now. Mommy, how are you? Everybody they holla. Good morning. Why una block the road? Why una block? Why una block the road? Why una block the road?
Why una go block the road? Why police decided to kill our members? The one way hungry no kill. Now police come to kill them. Why una go block road? Opera they suffer, we keke they suffer. Now police they kill them now.
What happen?
Nothing happened.
Wait, una block the road, abi una park the keke?
We block the road. We need justice.
You did that wetin happen?
Oh, not in a night it happen. But eyewitness, they say, see what happen.
Na police station from the coast, commissioner of police and they come from so. I see your people that they go outside.
They go
but they say we can't really investigate the matter.
Okay.
The truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Wetin happen? The person die, abi still dey alive.
He die.
The keke rider don die.
Yes, sir.
Wetin happen?
Now, one policeman yesterday night around 9 to 10 for Osumbolen. That keke rider, he won't go carry a wife with his family for where he say market for Osumbolen. The man park. According to people who did deal, they say the man park. So now the policeman, the worker they come. Now he can with the leg go, you know carry motor, you know carry bike. Now leg they use you. Now he can say the man park for center of road. Now the man say, how I park for center of road? Where barrow they pass, we barrow they pass there. Now from there, now he can tell us say make a park where. Now he say, you don't already park where. See walk away the walk where they there. Now from there they can they change where. Now he come out the tear gas. I can spray for nose before you know the man fell down. Before people come they shout, make a come help. Before one of our brother come run go there, the man already give up before they all carry and go hospital. No still.
Now yeah, in for the impact with this the keke rider.
Yes.
When na chairman for na park sef.
All of them go straight.
No, wetin this man talk so na true. Abi na. So wetin you hear or wetin you see?
Na true be that. Na true. And that man always dey do am. He dey drink akai. Sometimes he go come here. He go enter drop. The policeman. He go enter drop. He carry reach your house for password. He carry 500 give you. If you see he talk too much, he go bring gun. Sometimes na dagger. He go say if you dey anyhow. Na police.
Ogida police station.
No, they say I want to go.
But what the police officer can do for this side? They stay for this side.
And he used to enter our keke when he's going. So he used to enter here whenever he's going back home. So he usually trek when coming back. So I was so surprised to see the man decide to.
But the police officer they drink.
They drink.
Our new IG said they don't want to see any police officer when they drink.
This one always they drink day and night. They know the like a man. He's even drunk yesterday night.
Now we'll be say your colleague don't die now. What do you want make government do now?
We want justice.
Justice. Make them sack the police officer. Always justice. The dead body not go rise again. Because no, the dead body not go rise again.
No go rise, but we want justice from the government.
Which kind justice?
Sometimes we dey hear public execution for this kind matter. We no want may they put the person for sale later they will go see him for street. We don't want it that way. Make government do the needful and warn the police say make they stop their brutality. It's no good. We don't like it. They don't treat us well, but police supposed to be our friend. But the way the police they treat masses is as if we are enemy to them. So we don't want that.
Police officers are supposed to protect life.
They're supposed to be our
But you know here the way they talk the story, it happen.
I hear everything. I hear how it happen. Like I was saying, Nigeria police officer supposed to protect life
and property.
Not to the destroy, not to the key. You understand? So I dey beg those state government, make them, even all these officers, if not to go carry them, go find out whether most of them no go training at all.
Okay, make we do the other flip side. Wait, make I just ask people because we don't see them say Nigerian police now they be the nearest security officer to protect us. Yes. But what do you not like for police? What they do?
Number one, the brutality and oppression. The brutality of police is too much.
If you not give the 200.
You understand? Just like yesterday when I was going to Saple Road, police blocked me close to that, what do you call, that roundabout. Yes. No, not 5 Junction. That roundabout where, for Saple Road, yes. He was saying this is, what do you call, Salah. I must settle and for Salah, saying we want to go Salah. Now tell us, what is me, I'm a Christian. If I settle you, who will settle my own?
That's why you don't like police.
Not be say why. That's why I don't like police.
Your children join police.
No.
Why you don't like police? What you don't like for police?
I know free talk say I don't like police. Police now our friend, and they are there to protect life and property. What I don't like about them, that operation, forcing people to collect money, because it's happened to me in this road by August Street Junction. When the man they are roadblock there, as I drive my keke reach there, the next thing police say, "Man, I give her money." I say, "Okay, I no get money."
If you get opportunity to join police, you join.
Okay, I know sure say go join. The way they see the police, the way they see, I know sure say go.
What you don't like for police?
Police.
Which I got it. They must give her money.
Oga, you see, police they too oppress people. They know they do their work, and many of them they don't go training. Then pass back, put them. Not all of them search them, sir. They are not going to training. Then pass back, enter. That's why the operation is too much for the next Nigeria.
Make your child.
God forbid. Go do waiting.
Times our Nigerian police need better reform. This guy now, if I ask a question now, what do you not like about police? Just the year what you want to talk. Police are your friend now.
No be nowadays. Now before. Me I dey come for somewhere like this now. Back where I be fly before I enter bus the Corning Road. I dey come for Sapele. So they first day for there in the evening. This morning they still dey there. As they say, I wear clothes, I dey dress well.
You do this guy.
One or two things.
Everything.
So I just call the notice. They can't stop my bike. So other bikes they pass where girls sit down, where women sit down. They just stop my bike, collect the bike man key. They start to search me. They say search yourself. I say, officer, see my back. Na power bank dey inside and other things. He say open now. I be the craze. All these one or two things. So Sapele for Idogbo side. Not on Idogbo. I don't forget the street. So I was like, okay, man, no go at rashly. Maybe they don't go say I no talk when I make a converse.
But anytime you see police, you dey fear.
Why I go fear? I don't carry any exhibit or anything.
But they suspect you.
They always suspect. They try to misunderstand me. So one or two things. So you just need to just remain calm.
But you don't like join police.
if my friend Papa be police, I go avoid that person.
Or you join EFCC.
I not do anyone.
Or DSS.
Not all of them are one.
Or vigilante.
All of them are one.
Waiting they are boss.
Now waiting they happen. Boss now. Now waiting they happen. Boss now waiting they happen.
Waiting they happen.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We're talking about something you don't hear every day. Climate change is preventive medicine. I know you all will be wondering, how does that relate? But we're going to be looking at climate change as preventive medicine. When our air, water, and neighborhoods get stressed by heat, floods, or bush burning, or even garbage burning, because most of us burn garbage instead of getting the garbage collectors to do their tricks. We just decide to burn garbage. So when we do all of this, definitely, you know, when our air, our water, our neighborhoods get stressed by heat, flood, bush burning, garbage burning, and all of that, our health gets the heat. Our heads definitely get the heat. So joining us this afternoon, joining us from Iga Local Government Environment Department, it's Sanitarian Egwavoin Osazuwa, is Assistant Chief Environmental Officer stroke Deputy President, Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Edo State Branch, or Edo State Chapter, as the case may be. Is the one with us today, and we're going to be asking him some questions. He's part of the team who are usually behind the scene. We don't see them often, so they are usually behind the scenes to keep those environmental risks from becoming hospital visits. And we must thank him and his team and other sanitarians everywhere in Edo State for doing their job very well. So let's start with the big question, Sanitarian. How is climate change already showing up in our environment, in the places you have inspected? So how is climate change already showing up? What should be our concern?
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
You know, climate change is the prolonged shift in the weather condition that has an adverse effect in our environment, especially we that live in the environment. These are things that happens due to our activities as human. And wherever we are as human, we need to keep that environment clean. We need to make sure that environment remain greener, so that it will not have a negative impact to us as a people living in that area.
Okay, for a family or a group of persons watching right away, they may not understand everything you have just said now. So what does it really mean? What does it mean day to day? What does it really mean to a family watching, or a father or a mother or children that are watching presently? What does all of this mean to them?
Okay, climate change, as I earlier said, the result to actions that we as humans have done to the environment, the activities we do day in, day out. Like we that are in this environment, we need not to carry out refuse burning, because refuse burning as individual we lead to environmental pollution, and you know we have greenhouse gases that are trapped into the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases, they will go to the ozone, and they will begin to eat up the ozone layer. And the ozone layer is
already depleted.
It's already depleted, and is the shield that covers human from the direct ultraviolet ray. So as human, if you deplete the ozone by burning refuse, certainly it will have impact on us back.
All right. Last week Friday was World Environmental Sanitation Day and all of that. Please walk us through that.
Oh, I want to really appreciate the United Nations for Environmental Program for finding it as a point of duty to always commemorate the World Environment Day. No, World Environment Day is to create awareness to everybody in the environment to know that it is our duty to keep the environment clean, to keep the environment more healthier, because if you do anything to the environment, it will go back to you as an individual. So the thing you give to the environment surely has a repercussion that will come back. It is like a mirror. Whatever thing you do to the environment, it's like a mirror. Someone looking at his or herself.
Yes.
It will come back. Certainly, it will come back.
Okay, so with that in mind, most people think of climate as an environmental issue. Yes. And then why should we not start thinking of it as preventive medicine?
Oh, yes, preventive medicine, in the sense, we are not going to apply medicine as a doctor, we apply medicine.
Okay.
You know, we have levels of health care, we have the preventive aspect, we also have the curative.
Okay.
You know, the preventive belongs to the environmental health officers and other preventive officers. You know, like the climate change we are talking about, it is the sole responsibility of environmental health officer to ensure that the environment is not being depleted, it's not being tampered with, because anything that makes a man tampers with the environment, certainly it will lead to different health challenges to the person. Just like what I said before now, if you decide to practice open burning regularly, what you have succeeded in doing, you have released greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, and certainly these gases will be trapped into the atmosphere, and when rain fall, certainly it will now lead to acid rain. You remember those days when we were small, when we drink rainwater, when we drink rainwater, you see the greenhouse gases that are being trapped in the atmosphere, when it come back to the roof of an individual and is being tapped as a source of water supply, certainly the person is going to consume acid rain. So it's a way of preventing health issues. If we are able to keep our climate, if we are able to make sure our climatic conditions are intact.
Okay, so you talked about rainwater. Let me say, the climate of today, the world of today, is it still convenient and healthy to drink rainwater?
The truth is that it is still convenient. Depends
all of the acids in the atmosphere.
Yes, depend on how you tap from the source of the water. Like when it's raining, you don't just tap it directly like that. You allow it to rain and rain and rain. After it rains for about 20 to 30 minutes before you can now take that water. It's still okay like that.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. Now, from your office as an assistant chief sanitarian, what's the clearest example of climate change that is already showing in the public space, in the public health care space?
Yes, the first one is people, you know, we have waste managers all over the place, especially in the local government.
Yes.
The first one is people practicing open burning. It is a problem to them and the general public if they still continue to practice such a thing. You also see people doing deforestation where they're supposed to plant trees. They fell trees, and these trees, they bring out what we call oxygen, and that is the air we're supposed to breathe in, the oxygen, and the carbon dioxide that we as humans breathe out. It is what the plant and the trees needs for their survival.
Their survival. Wow. Okay, now we talked about the depletion of the ozone layer. You know, before the rain started, now the weather was very hot. Everywhere was really hot. People were going about with heat rashes and all of that. With that in mind, how is our food safety in restaurants, even at homes where food easily gets spoiled and all of that?
you see, nowadays, you see the weather getting hotter. You see it getting hotter. Even sometimes you may not even know which is rainy season, which is dry season, because of the activities of human. It is the same activities of human. Like a situation whereby you see vehicles that are on transit, they bring out those greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide. Yes. Then these gases will make the weather to be hotter. And when the weather is hotter, you see foods decide to spoil. And when food spoils and is being consumed, disease is bound to occur, especially canned foods. Okay. You see somebody just preparing food a particular day, and the next moment you see there is spoilage. These are some of the issues that occur when they are hotter climatic condition.
Okay, now cities are usually hotter than you know, villages and other areas that are not so developed as like the rural areas, so to speak. Is it what we're doing in the city that is causing all of this? Don't forget that even in rural areas there are issues of bush burning and all of that in preparation for farming season, which happened not too long ago. There was a lot of bush burning. How does that affect city life and rural life?
Okay, the major issue now is urbanization. You see, people don't want to stay in the village again. Because they have one or two relatives in the cities. They want to go to the city to enjoy city lives. And city life also have their own challenges. When people migrate from the village to the city, it's what we call urbanization, urban explosion. You see the population will just explode at once. And the activities of human, the same activities of human leads to this environmental pollution, just like as I said before. Like you see vehicles moving, you hardly see much vehicle in villages. If you count Benin City now, you see the number of vehicles in Benin City. You see the various gases that are released from the exhaust. You see, and if peradventure there is still more urban explosion. In fact, I just can't say what may happen in the nearest future. So in that regard, that is why we always advocate that we need to also remedy it in one or two ways, but also planting trees, ensure that we limit these vehicles that emit carbon. You can also be involved in cycling, so that the gases.
Just imagine cycling from Ring Road to Oluku. It's going to be one kind, you know.
It happens in developed country. It happens
because their roads are good.
It happens.
The security is okay. You know, imagine closing at 8 o'clock and you say you're cycling 8 p.m. You're cycling back to Bowo or you're cycling back to Ring Road area.
I still commend some persons. They engage in cycling in the city here. They still engage in cycling. So if we can engage
as a professional cyclist or just individual,
they still engage in it.
Okay, Sanitary Bravo, let's take a short break here. When we come back, we will continue with our show. Do stay tuned. Alright, thank you for staying tuned. We're still on the program Healthy Living, and I am talking to Sanitarian Egwavin Osazuwa. The next question I would like to ask now is that, talking about our environment today, right now, as we're here in the studio, who is most at risk right now in our communities?
Everyone. We are almost
every one of us.
Yes, irrespective of the gender.
That's huge and scary.
Yes, we all depend on how we can also be able to keep our environment. If we keep our environment very well.
So how do we keep this our environment now?
By ensuring that we don't engage in open burning of refuse.
Now, who is checkmating all those persons who are involved in open burning, garbage burning? The other day, somebody was burning garbage around my area and the smoke was everywhere. Who is responsible in checkmating all of that person? Because I, as a member, there was nothing I could do. The person will tell you that I'm burning this garbage in my compound, all right? Even though the smoke emanating from that is clouding everywhere. But the person is in his compound. Yes. So who is checkmating all of that?
Yes, the environmental health officer is responsible in checkmating these nuisances. They are saddled with the responsibility of conducting routine sanitary house-to-house inspection.
But we hardly see them. We see them mostly at restaurants, eateries and all of that, bakeries. We don't see them going down houses. I see them around my area, but no one has ever come to the compound or come to any house on that street.
You know, the truth is that they still go around. They still go around. Especially if you look at it now, we are grossly inadequate. The environmental health officers, they are grossly inadequate. As we are here now, they are all over everywhere. The 18 local government of Edo State, they are going from house to house, conducting their routine sanitary inspections. Okay. From premises to premises. You know, we have regulated premises. We also have residential premises. Like the regulated premises, like what you just mentioned, the restaurant, these are premises that are regulated. You know, if they are not regulated, you see, disease can occur. Outbreak of disease can occur. But when they also go from house to house, they ask of the owner of houses or the caretaker. And when the caretaker is not agreed, they can ask of the most senior person in the premises. And when the person has answered them, they can issue a notice to abate any nuisance if any nuisance is being found in that premises.
Okay, do we have to wait for outbreak of a disease before we take action? Why is it that most times we are usually reactive, we are not proactive when it comes to disease control?
Yes, as I said, we are proactive, especially we as preventive doctors. I can say we are preventive doctors.
Okay, let me ask you this question from an angle. Let me corner you now. You know, during the Ebola, COVID-19 and all of that, when you go to public places, you see designated tap where you go wash your hands. You see where there are no taps, there are buckets with sanitizers and all of that. I can tell you for free that those measures now, the water thing has disappeared from public spaces. You don't find them in schools anymore. You don't find them in government offices. You don't find them in marketplaces. You don't find them anywhere as we speak now, because there's no outbreak of any disease now. Abi?
Yeah.
True or false? True. There's none now. Okay, we're hearing that there is Ebola now in DR Congo, and it has killed quite a number of persons. Some are hospitalized already. It is crisis, so to speak, in that country. And we have border with many of these countries. People travel, Nigerians travel, other persons will come into the country with our porous borders and all of that. Now, how do we checkmate all of this? Now we have abandoned preventive measures. Nobody is washing hands again. Everybody is shaking hands freely and all of that. Nobody is covering nose and all of that. So walk us through that, sir.
Okay, you know, the mentality of human, we always believe that once there is an episode of a disease outbreak, they can always take a preventive measure, and of which the environmental health officers will have always been going out to sensitize the general public from schools to schools, marketplace to marketplace. And that's why you see every Mondays we go from market to market. In the local government, we go. And
how many enforcement have you done so far as regards hand washing and general sanitation?
Yes, there is still enforcement in place. Yes. And when we go to these markets, we tell them to ensure that they maintain a high standard of both personal and environmental hygiene by ensuring they do regular washing of hands, because whatsoever thing that your hands have touched And if it gets to the mouth, and if the hand is infected, a disease is bound to occur.
Okay, so one last question before I let you go. If nature is medicine, as we're advocating, what's your prescription as a sanitarian for this city, for Edo State in general, in the next 10 years? Let's see your projection.
Okay, by the grace of God, health is wealth. A healthy people is a wealthy people is a wealthy nation.
Okay.
Yes. Like what I would prescribe is the first one, to ensure that every individual plant a tree. Plant a tree. Flowers.
I'm just wondering where
around
the plant trees in some houses where you hardly find place to park your car.
Yes, you see, the truth is that some persons, they overbuild their house instead of making it a very smaller one, and also ensuring they plant trees and flowers, but they will tend to just build it because of their own personal gain, not meaning that they are also going to use it to affect themselves. And when you plant that particular tree or flower around the environment, you remember those days when you are coming from a far distance and it is sunny and the sun is very hot, and you come to a particular place where there is tree and there is shade there, you see the kind of air, the fresh air, the nature that comes out from that particular tree. So that is my prescription to the general public.
All right, Sanitarian Bravo, this is where we wrap it up on our show. Thank you so much for finding time to be with us today on the program.
Thank you so much.
And for you watching and also listening, because you can turn on your television and just be listening without watching, a word they say is enough for the wise. The one that concerns you to keep the climate safe for you, for your unborn children, and your generation next. Do, so that the world will be a pleasant place to live in. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Certainly the best.
Some days, there comes the Uduota Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Uduota Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Oba Tope!
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
RTV, certainly the best.
WIC Women in Conversation. This is another beautiful episode where women are gathered to discuss heart-touching matters in Nigeria and probably our homes also. And in the world generally, we try to look at things that are happening around the world and see how we could advise or how we could let you understand if it's right to be done or wrong to be done. And, you know, it's a table where everybody wants to quickly tune in and watch and listen to what these great women have to say. And today, of course, I have with me to discuss Japa. We're going to be talking Japa. Nigerians, almost all Nigerian youth wants to Japa. What is the meaning of Japa? And I also heard that we also have another one called, well, the women in the house, in the studio, will let you know what that one is called. I really can't remember what it is called, but we also have another name for those that have gone there and it's not working out for them. They come back. Anyway, with me on this table to discuss all of this is Abby. Abby, you're welcome. You're going to be talking more of the Japa because you know you Japad when Japa was Japa. Now you're Japambo. Japada. You're Japada. Anyway, so Abby is going to be talking more on Japa with us today because she lives in the US, UK, and also is living in Nigeria. I don't know how she does that. She's a big girl. Anyway, also we have Tony. Tony will let us know about Japa because I think she has more experience, not because she Japa though, but she has more of the words in her mouth to say about Japa. And we have Chisom, who is going to be representing the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs are actually the ones right now who wants to Japa to any country. You hear them say, let's just leave Nigeria. Let's just go to any country. Ladies, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Okay, Japa is not an English word. So what word is Japa?
I believe is a word created to relocation. Nigerians relocation.
What tribe is this word carved from? Let me hear from you.
Japa is a Yoruba name. It's a Yoruba name, which means run quickly. Run quickly. Why the Japada is come back.
If it's not working out,
run back quickly. So when you run out quickly and you get there, it's not working out, run back.
Japada.
Quickly.
Okay, let's talk about Japa. Troy, I'm still going to be asking you this question. A whole lot of Nigerians, especially our youths, everybody wants to Japa. It's not just our youths now, the professionals too, mostly doctors. Most doctors have left Nigeria. Yeah. Everybody wants to go. You also hear them say, just to any country. Right now, they don't even choose the country they want to go to any longer. And then seeing what is going on in these countries that they're jackpotting into. Yesterday, I was watching on social media. I don't know if anyone of you saw it. What the South Africans are doing to the blacks over there too, not just Nigerians, to the Ghanaians. They're asking that they should leave their country, go fix your country, don't come here, go fix your country. So is Japa the right thing to do?
It's a very big question. But I still believe if you have the opportunity, it is better to Japa than to remain here.
Abby is laughing because she doesn't believe in that.
And died of depression or turn yourself to be a criminal. If you have the opportunity, Japa. If you don't have, you have to, so many things you have to put in consideration because it's two major reasons that are causing this. Number one, the economic situation of the country and the insecurity. When you think critically of those 2 points, you will think of Japa too. Because you are not safe inside your house. You are not safe outside the house. You are not safe even going to work. You are not even safe at work. You are not safe giving birth to your child in the hospital. You are not safe raising that child in the house. You are not safe sending that child to school. So that is a good thing. And now, maybe if you basically, there's no family that can manage 100,000 again in Nigeria. How will you do it? And the basic, I think our, what is the minimum wage? Minimum wage remains 75,000. And for the people that are even using bad electricity lights, 75,000 is not enough to run your bills for electricity alone. What about other people? What about feeding? Gone are those days that you can just take 20,000 naira, you want to go to my 12 and do a shopping. With your 20,000 naira, you are not buying anything in the nylon. Maybe you want to buy only pepper, garlic, and ginger. Then you come back home.
You're making me hungry. The food combination.
so that is it. When you are working hard and there's no reward, it's not even enough not to talk of saving.
Yeah.
And one good thing that our government is good at now is by thinking of every avenue to screw us with different policies of getting money from us. But where is the money from? They're talking of companies closing down. Why won't they close down? Even the electricity problem is a big one. They are running at loss. So that is the reason. So if that I'm talking to you, Uduota has opportunity today, I will jackpot gladly.
Wow. Okay, Toyin wants to jackpot.
Thank you.
Okay, she gave the reasons why she would want to jackpot.
Yeah.
But I've also heard the people over there too talking about this, although insecurity is out of it, but they are also talking about the economy.
Yeah.
They also say that things have increased and all that. Because I know that when I complain, just like you're complaining, they all tell me, whatever increase you people are having in Nigeria, we are having it there. But Nigerians also will tell you, we still want to come. What is the reason why they want to go?
Okay, there's this thing they say, that anywhere in a way except Nigeria. So that is what mainly the Gen Z say, right? Anywhere in a way. Because except where you are right now, Nigeria is worse than any other West African country. There is nowhere you go that you will not find a Nigerian. Nigerians are in Nepal. Nigerians are in even Pakistan. Nigerians are there. They prefer to be there than to be here. Where somebody who is 18 can't even boast of anything, unlike the way it is in the UK. A child of 18 might already be independent, might have already even had a car, might have started working or doing some things. But you are 24, 25, you might even still be in school, maybe due to strike. You are still battling in year 2, year 3, year 4. And by the time that person comes out, you're not independent. You still have to gather your CV, enter streets, and start looking for a job. And before you would even find a job. So it's because things are much more better out there. You can't say, oh, like in the UK, if you're looking for a job, they won't consider your qualifications or consider, there are things that, we definitely know that things are happening there, the economy and everything, racism, right? And those things are happening there. But tribalism is worse here. You rather embrace racism in UK than the tribalism we are facing in Nigeria. So that's the reason why youths of nowadays prefer to jackpot. So it's just the amount of, let's say, pressure, unpreparedness that makes some people jackpot. And people who are already comfortable over there, they just feel like, oh, because of my business, I have to come back. But then the youths that jackpot with confidence, they can't bear it anymore. They are not prepared. They don't have anybody over there. So the best choice, instead of going there to commit crime, just come back home and stay with your family.
Okay, Abe, you live in the UK and then you are trying to jackpot to Nigeria. You're trying to put in your businesses together and wanting to come back home. Okay, now you heard what Chisom said. A whole lot of Nigerian youths wants to go there. Okay, and we have seen families that had sold maybe just one property belonging to every family, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, father, great-one. They sell it for someone to, jackpot. Do you think it's worth it?
No, I don't think so, because I have come back to Nigeria because I see it as an opportunity, a land of opportunity, and I'm trying to understand that there's unemployment, the economy, people are suffering and everything, but I want to even bring it at a very basic level, because I came back and I was like, okay, I know the minimum wage is 70K. Minimum wage is 70K. But then I started to, because me, I'm a business person, and I don't expect every person to be business minded. But I saw opportunity. I see things differently. I went into the real estate. I went into shop let. Some things didn't work out. It was difficult. But then I went to start even selling granules, and then I started to see how it was made, how I could even export it, food stuff. So I don't know, I just feel that there's so much opportunities in Nigeria, and it's not, everybody's fault that they can be able to make the Nigeria work. I know, it has to start from the top, the leadership, and the way that the resources are being mismanaged and everything. But there's so much opportunity. They said in each state in Nigeria has at least 3 mineral resources, natural resources, gold, crude.
But are the citizens able to access this minerals?
We have to help ourselves sometimes.
How?
We just have to do it, do in the little.
Let me quickly come in here. You said you came back, okay? You came back from trying to come into from abroad, okay? And then you said at some point you started even exporting granules. That's because you have the opportunity.
Can I just say something?
Not just the capital. You already have created your market abroad, so you have the right source to export to.
There is actually a training, a woman in Nigeria here. She trains. There's a training. I can share the training that she does to help Nigerians to give them opportunities to export abroad, even fashion, food stuff, and everything.
Do they have to pay for the training?
The training is not much. It's not much.
They will not give you.
It's not much. No, because
they will not give you what? They will not give you the secret of it.
Yes.
No, this training.
I have joined more than 4
of those training.
I've more than 4, and I pay huge amounts.
No, you need to be the okay.
Okay. Let's even register another company.
I can even start to do some training if that's the case.
Let's leave the training aside. Let's leave the training aside. How do you expect a Nigerian that, of course, just like she said, probably came out from school, parents are not really buoyant, and he or she has not gotten a job, so there's no savings anywhere, and you expect that person to go for training and then start exporting. Where does the capital come from?
It doesn't have to be exports. It's unfortunate, I know, but there's still some people, like there's this Alaki just free trade. She's giving some funds to people. There's different fundings.
How many people?
It will not go around.
How many people have access to that information?
I know, but that's why I'm saying, it's training, information, getting it out there. But those that do will benefit. We can't help everybody.
The ratio is low.
There's opportunities out there. I understand because I'm
Before we go on a short break, I want Toyin to give me her side of what's your take on what I asked Abby. I mean, is it worth it when you sell your buildings and we hear people do that? Is it worth it?
It's worth it. I don't think so. When you go to UK, I come to the UK, the things is high cost of living is cold. People are suffering. Some of them are even in jail because they still can't fit into the culture.
Okay. Yeah. Abe, let's go on a very quick short break. When we come back, we'll be having Tony talk to us on is it worth it to sell a property and go. We'll go on a very short break just to sip some water and I'll be back. Please sit. Welcome back. It's still Women in Conversation. We were talking Japa before we went on the short break. And I mean, behind the camera, there's been a lot of, yes, it's good to Japa. And, it's just that they're saying it's not good to Japa. Even the man behind the camera is also saying Japa is very important at this time in Nigeria. Toyin, you were saying something before we went on the short break.
She said that it doesn't worth it. As of today, I regret not following my friend 2023. The family sold their car, sold their plot of land, and traveled. It was rough initially, but now they are thanking God. They are thanking God that they made the best decision at the right time. Because here, we keep struggling. Even business, everything is frustrating. Is it the rent that's going up? Is it the expedition that is high every day when you are not making it? And if you will not see that now, since about 2 years ago now, the population of the prison keep increasing because crimes, when they don't have opportunity to japa, they now begin to down.
But like Abe said, we can also still make Nigeria work and we can make it happen in Nigeria.
How?
She probably has to explain to us.
Time. I feel with time.
With time.
I know there is suffering. I know there's but with time. Let's just have a good leadership. Somebody that has his head screwed on, that can make...
Honestly, I do not like the way she said is laughing. Because when I did mention let's have a good leadership, she did... When? I don't understand.
The kind of patience she's preaching to us is the kind of patience they preach to cow from Sokoto. That calm down.
Reach there.
And by the time the cow saw himself in Abatio, pieces you.
Sometimes
is it until we all die of depression?
It gets worse before it gets better.
Abe.
Those that Japan, when things start to get better here, for them to come in, you that have stayed and struggled, that have now established and you have your roots in, you see that you start to be elevated and promoted to positions that they can never get in. Nigeria will get better.
Amen.
Yeah, even they said before the end of this year, the currency will be 1 to 1.
Amen.
Yeah, and then when it becomes that, when the rate is different now, when we start to bring the skills for all those that have japan, they need to come back home.
Sister Biodun, we are all Christian, we are reading the same Bible. You are talking of hope, we are talking of reality.
Yes, and it is happening. People are coming back and bringing their skills. Doctors are coming back and bringing their skills so that...
Abe, it looks like you are just the one saying the doctors are coming back.
They are not coming back. Some are coming back. Those that are japan before are coming back. I have stories.
So when they come back, they are coming back to retired age. That's different.
They need training. Nigeria needs a lot of training.
Anyway, Abe, let me leave you. Let me go to the Gen Z in the house. Let her really explain to us if it is worth it to sell your family property to Japa, or you sell the property and start up something like Abe says, we can make it here in Nigeria. What's your take?
Okay, first of all, Japa is an emergency exit. Right now, Japa is an escape plan. It used to be a travel dream, right? People be like, oh, when I grow up, when I'll go to the UK, it's more like people were relaxed. Let's say in the 90s, we just go to travel for vacation. Nigerians were, But as of now, for the youth between 18 to 25, Japa is an emergency exit.
Yeah.
It's more like an escape plan, right? Because, when somebody have run out of option, we're not talking about somebody in his 30s or 40s who might have built something somewhere in Nigeria.
Even the 30s and 40s
have nothing to show for it. So that's why it's better to just, if you have to make sacrifices, if you don't have option. If the sacrifice is, this is my only inheritance, and if I sell it, it gives me an opportunity to go to the UK to study and, to work, right? Because there are a whole lot of things now available in Canada. I mean, they want people who want to migrate to come and work. I think Canada, they open things like that, even for refugees. Look at what is happening in the north. We have a good number of youths dying on a daily. What happened in Jos? What happened in... So it's in Kwara. Exactly. So if there are opportunities that, come, we are receiving refugees, people who, you are migrating due to the fact that your country is, they should go. You can't tell them to stay. Build what? Out of nothing. There's nothing to build from. There's absolutely nothing.
Okay, thank you so much, Barrister Chisom. That brings us to insecurity. You know, because I said we're going to touch insecurity. Why I wanted us to touch it as mothers, as women, as wives, you know, the insecurity for the recent days we've seen has gone to the children. Yeah, we saw what happened in Calabar, and we also saw what happened in Benue State, where the children were going to write their UTME and they were kidnapped, you know. So as mothers, the talk of Japa brought us to insecurity. Abby, you say it is not important to think of leaving the country, but this is where we find ourselves now. As a mother, how would you want to secure your child that you live with in Nigeria? Because she mentioned something. She said, we can't even sleep with our two eyes closed any longer.
Yeah.
So how will you advise your child to stay off, should I say stay off target zone? Because it looks like everywhere is a target zone. And then with a child that is that scared, how do you think he or she wants to go out there to try and, you know, make Nigeria better, like you said, or try to do something in Nigeria? These are children that were going to write exams. That's their offense. Yeah. They were just going to write their exams to be able to be better citizens and to be able to be a better person tomorrow. And then they were arrested. Over to you, Abby.
Yeah, it's heavy to see what these I'll call them evil people are doing, or you know, to the children, because I heard that story, and it was even from a prayer group that we were praying, and we were very, very angry and prayed against insecurity in Nigeria, and then again why this was happening. And as we all know, it's to do with a lot of things that's happening in Nigeria. But I would say, you know, you mentioned that, you know, regarding the Japa business, because that's a different issue entirely. But at the same time, it's something that needs to be dealt with, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria from the leaders, and it will be done, because it's getting to a stage where we're all tired. Yeah, I'm here. I feel, you know, also at risk. You know, I've got CCTV in all my rooms, in the inside, not outside, inside the house. So I understand what people, and I know not everybody can, you know. So
the crime rates.
Yes, you know, then we can bring it to the table.
Okay.
How often do people get killed in UK?
All right,
compared
Abby.
to Nigeria?
Yeah, but you haven't answered the question the way I want you to answer. So probably I'll ask Toyin.
I have a daughter.
Toyin, yeah, well. Okay. So Toyin, with the situation of the insecurity in Nigeria, do you think in fact, we were talking about those children that were kidnapped, and those ones in Calabar, we haven't heard stories if they were released. It was just the ones from Benue that we saw the videos that they were released. So those ones in Benue that were released, do you think they want to go back to school or write exam without having that?
Let me ask you, as a mother, can you send your daughter or your child to that same school same day?
No.
Hi. What are we talking about? This thing is very emotional and very sad. Thank God we are all mothers. Is it that easy to bring a life to bring a child to life? This thing does not start yesterday. I remember 2014. I was in labor. The days of Chibok.
Yes.
Up till now, they were not complete. Till now. If any of us happen to be a mother of any of those children, and you now see opportunity of Japa, even if it is to Kuton, want to pack them to the neighboring country. Insecurity, this is, do you know, 3 days ago, last week, the school of my daughter sent a mail that they are going on excursion. I started praying to cancel this excursion. How will only me be cancelled excursion? Excursion is a good thing because traveling to give them around is part of education. but not again in Nigeria.
Yeah. True.
They went to Abeokuta. I cannot sit down. I put myself in fast, walking about, praying, monitoring them till I hear they're back.
Chisholm.
Yeah, so just to buttress what Tony said, I think Nigeria is to me, Nigeria is like a balloon, right? It's like a balloon, and the more corruption, just like that is how the breeze is just getting bigger and bigger, and the day it will burst, I just pray.
I go down there.
You are holding this jackpot in so fair. Yeah, okay,
so Nigeria is deep rooted in unpredictability, right? You cannot if you say, oh, let's learn skill, let's all join hand, Nigeria will be better. The government did this. It's better not to wait and say, oh, I have hope for the next 2 years. I think that is what they said the last 5 years ago or the last 4 years ago, right? So that unpredictability is like an obstacle. It's like a canker worm, right? That is deep rooted in corruption, and it's really terrible, affecting everybody. So the system of JAPA itself, right? It's just like I told you, it's an emergency exit, especially for the young ones. So if there's an opportunity for them, they should leave, because of the high insecurity that is going on. Because in Nigeria, we celebrate basic functionality is seen as a miracle. It's not. It's not. The government is not working. That's just what it is.
That's
it. Yes.
Okay, one word from you, Chisholm. If you have the opportunity to jackpot today, you are a barrister in Nigeria. You're a known barrister with a known chambers. Do you think you will want to jackpot?
I would.
God bless you.
Because we are all at risk. That is the main point.
Jackpot. Will you want to jackpot?
I will say it 25 times without changing my word. I will jackpot straight if I have the opportunity.
Okay. Abby, if you have the opportunity to jackpot, will you want to jackpot?
I said, I'm here for change, transformed Nigeria. I remain positive that we'll work it out.
Amen.
And things will get better. To me, I just remain positive. It's sad what is happening with the kidnapping and everything, and the insecurity.
Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you so much. Abby believes that Nigeria can be better, and she also believes that we can actually make it here in Nigeria. That's Abby's belief. But Chisholm and Toyin believes that if there's opportunity to japa, they will japa, even though they are well established in Nigeria. At least they are not amongst those that are begging before eating, yet they want to japa. We would like to know what your own take is. Do you want to japa, or you want to believe like Abby that Nigeria will be better someday? That's what we're going to be ending this program today.
RTV, certainly the best.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the live studios of Independent Television and Radio. This is a communication complex right here in Igosa, Oluku. And of course, the program on a Thursday afternoon is 60 Minutes Nigeria with your host, Rosa Agbanlao. It's always a delight to have you. And I have with us very distinguished personalities, a legal practitioner of no mean repute. I will just allow him to introduce himself rather.
Michael Okoje.
Okay.
I'm in private practice.
Okay.
And,
okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Michael Okoje, legal practitioner, Esquire. We also have with us a very regular guest, renowned analyst, a clergyman, a leader of congregation, and of course an educationist, Dr. Royal Ayimere. Nice to have you in the studio today.
Good afternoon, viewers. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Well, our new guest is Michael Okoje, Esquire, a legal practitioner. And we're going to be getting his own thoughts on our topic today, because we're looking at security overhaul, a sustainable strategy for tackling insecurity in Nigeria. This topic became very, very paramount because of the security situation in Nigeria. Very disheartening, very appalling. And politicians of note is a former governor of Kano State, Kwankwaso, who called for the overhaul of the security architecture in Nigeria. We've also seen a renowned clergyman who publicly made a statement that if the service chiefs cannot stop insecurity in Nigeria, they should resign. So there are calls for change. And so my guests will be giving us their thoughts. They would dissect this topic in the interest of the people. But let me give you a background story. Nigeria continues to face diverse security challenges, including terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and other vices, and that actually disturbs the minds of most Nigerians. Armed robbery is also there, communal conflict. The latest now is cybercrime, and on this program we will examine whether a comprehensive security overhaul covering intelligence gathering, police reforms, military modernization, community policing, technology deployment, and interagency collaboration can provide lasting solutions to the nation's insecurity. So we have so many questions I will be asking, and we'll just start with the very first question. What does a comprehensive security overhaul entail? We'll start with a very renowned legal practitioner in Edo State, Barrister Michael Okoje.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the station.
Okay.
I think that it has always been in my mind that the security architecture in our country needs to be overhauled.
Okay.
There's a lot of duplications all over the place. You know, you look at the army, you see the police, you see the navy, you see the air force. Then in the other area, you see DSS. There are a lot of them. You see ICPC, you see road safety. So many duplications that you know, ought to be checked. For instance, what's the difference between ICPC and the FCC?
Okay.
And if you ask the same question, what is the difference between these two agencies and what they do at the CCID? I think that this are job for the boys. If not, all of them can be coalesced into one group, and I think they'll be more effective like that. And I think that they ought to be funded, because you can't give a man a gun to go into the streets and there's no food. How are we sure that they will not turn that gun against the citizens that they were supposed to protect? So I think that the overhauling is a part of the whole issue. But I think also that government should look for a way to fund these security agencies. You should fund them. You can imagine when we were going to see policemen, well organized, well dressed, But that's not the case now. You see some policemen be wondering, you know, you can actually mistake them for the hoodlums that we should be afraid of. So it's my contention, and I think that without any form of equivocation, that the overhauling will begin from funding. Let government fund these agencies, and then let government check them, check, you know, how you disburse this money. When you disburse funds to agencies, monitor how they are spent, and don't give money by the right hand and take it under the table. Because sometimes I know some of these persons who go for patrol, and so funds are released, but it is a matter for contention whether all the funds get to where they were supposed to work.
Okay, I know this is your opening remark, but before I allow you to stop, to allow Dr. Ayumere to make his comment. Now, the Senate recently said they will not audit the military, because some persons were actually calling that there is need to audit military spending. Do you think the Senate is right, is wise to have said they can't, they do not intend to audit the military spending for now?
I think that if the fund that they are spending in defense or wherever is public fund, it ought to be audited. You should have the political willpower to if you dispense public fund, there are procedures laid down for the disposal or dispensation of public funds, wherever it is. If they have to be done in closed circle, let it be done in closed circle. But to say because it's security that is involved and you will do anything about it, I don't think that's very correct.
Okay,
that's not the right way to go.
Okay, thank you very much.
Not the right way to go.
Thank you very
the Senate should do more than that.
Okay.
They should audit and find out how this huge amount of money that we put into defense, how it is spent. You know, especially given that society right now is in peril, is in trouble. Kidnapping right, left, and center. You know, it's like we are in a state of war. And I think that they should check it and ensure that the money gets to where it was supposed to get to.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Michael. Yes. My guest is, my third guest is around, but before we introduce him, let's get the opening remarks of Dr. Ayumere. You just listened to Barrister Michael. What's your own take?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You know, we've actually had situations in this country where people called for the sacking of service chiefs, remove them from office because of the level of insecurity as at that time. And then they were actually, sometimes the president will listen and remove these persons. And the next set of people that come, the challenge becomes stronger and thicker. So it shows that solving the problem is not actually removing these persons. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria is systemic. It's not about individuals. It's systemic. It has gotten deep in the system. So for me, my suggestion would be that the system, there should be a re-strategizing of the system, resetting of the structure.
Okay.
Because what we have on ground is like the people that are fighting Nigerians or fighting Nigeria as a country, they already know the system that is on ground. So the government needs to sit down, go to the drawing board, and re-strategize. Let's reorganize. He said something. The ICPC and the FCC, what are they doing? What, if you look at their role, it looks like
same function.
Same functions. Let's go to the drawing board. Let's say, okay, let's re-strategize. Because as it is now, even if you remove everybody and bring in new set of persons, the problem will still continue.
Yes, and again, there's another aspect that you need to comment on. For instance, the Federal Road Safety Commission, FRSC.
Yeah.
We heard that recently some of them were gone down because they were on the road carrying out their legitimate function. Now, there's a school of thought that posits that the FRSC should be integrated into the Nigerian police force to handle the traffic section of the Nigerian police force. Could that be part of this overhauling? Do you agree with that kind of overhauling?
Yes, yes, it's better. It will make, in fact, it will be a department in the police force that handles traffic stuff. It's good, instead of having different bodies, different budgets, and the rest of that. So if you put all your money in this basket, you can be able to trace where the money is going to. But if it's different baskets, tracing it becomes difficult. That's why sometimes money is released for defense. You are wondering what's going on. Why are things happening the way they're happening? Who is accounting for what? Because at the end of the day, when the workload is much on the auditor, what can he do? He can only do little. But if we know that all the money we are spending is through this channel, it can be properly investigated.
Thank you very much, Dr. Royal Ayumere. We'll take a brief break now to enable us to introduce our third guest, who is already in the studio. Don't forget that we are looking at the the need to overhaul the security architecture. Do you subscribe to it? Do you think that is what we really need now? We'll talk more after this break. Okay, nice to have you back after that brief break. My guests are ready. We are talking about the security situation in Nigeria. Like I said, there are so many questions that we need to really talk about on this program. And we'll come back to Barrister Michael. To you, the way we have our security arrangement now, do you think it's adequate to actually protect lives and property in Nigeria the way it is now?
It's obvious that thanks for that question. It's obvious that the security architecture is not working. If it was working, you will not see what you are seeing now, kidnapping everywhere. I heard this morning from the news that some part of Edo State, the schools are closed down, Akoko Edo. So that it is not, we used to hear it from afar, but now it's home. Akoko Edo, closed down. The schools there, we don't know how far it will go. Because Akoko Edo today, nobody knows that it will be on and whether it will get to the state capital. But we pray that it does not happen like that. So what we have on ground is not sufficient. We need more, we need more. We have moved forward. We are in the internet age. We need more intelligence, we need more, social media, we need more, no, not social media. I mean intelligence gathering.
Okay.
Intelligence gathering.
So what I mean is that the age we are now, social media age.
Social media age. But we're also talking about gathering of intelligence.
Okay.
You have to, instead of being reactive, you have to be proactive. You have to, get this information and stop them in their track before they attack. Not that after they have attacked that they are all gone, then you now begin to say, well, we do the needful. No.
You are a lawyer.
Yes.
And I know that you are used to that word from a particular security agency. Whenever you interview them, they say we are on top of the situation.
Top of the situation, yes.
And you defend some of these clients.
No. We as a lawyer,
yes,
it's our responsibility to defend and ensure that justice is done.
Yes.
It's not the job of a lawyer to stop anyone. You come to us, and then we'll evaluate your case, and then push your case forward. That's what we do. But the agencies that are saying we are on top, it's obvious that they are not on top. So, as I said earlier, what we should do is that I think the agencies should have more funding, clear-cut funding, accountable funding, not this one that's beneath the, you have a lot of people having security vote here, security vote there, but we don't really know what they do with those security votes. Sometimes they donate cars, sometimes they donate vehicles. This thing can be streamlined and used positively. If you do it like that, for instance, if you have, like someone was saying yesterday, you have cameras that can go to 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 5 kilometers, you place them somewhere. You don't have CCTV, you don't have to have the boot on the ground everywhere. You don't have to have boot on the ground. But you have a control center that watches this thing. So when they see any object that does not look clear to them, you tell the station that's around that place, please cross-check this information. You have to do what is right. You have to do what the law says. You have to do what you took oath to do in this country. You took oath that, you know, that you would defend, you ensure that the security of the individual and their interest is #1 on your list. And you should see that that is done. Don't shirk your responsibility. Don't run away from your responsibility. Even if you do one thing, let it be remembered that while you were there was security for everybody. Progress was made in this nation. That's our prayer.
Thank you very much, Barrister Michael Okoje. We have Dr. Aye Mary with us. Do you agree that the way things are now in terms of our security arrangement should be left that way, or you think everything should be changed?
Thank you. In my opening remark,
yes,
I said changing the security chiefs doesn't solve the problem.
Okay.
We've had that a couple of times in this nation, and the people that are coming in, everybody will celebrate. They have track record, they are this, they are that. But when they come in, the challenge overwhelms them to the fact that the people they remove now looks as if they are far better than the one that are there now. I think, in my opinion, that what we have on ground now cannot manage, cannot cope with the situation that we have at hand. Because if it can, we will not be where we are. It cannot. I've said countless times here that this nation, we are overdue for state policing. Overdue.
Let me quickly interject. The House of Representatives only on Wednesday promised to deliberate and probably vote on the issue of state policing today. The House of Representatives.
This is not about deliberate or vote.
Okay.
It's about what is needed, what is necessary. See, tackling security, insecurity, it's not a rocket science like Honorable Ato said. It's not a rocket science.
Mr. Ato,
so, like you said,
okay,
it's not a rocket science.
Yeah.
It doesn't begin from security men and women. It begins from us. Because you see somebody, a strange person walking around your environment, you have to call the person. Are you looking for someone? Did you miss your way and the rest of it? But you see, today, we live with people that they walk past and the rest of that. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Secondly, like I said, I've always canvassed here that state like Edo State or Delta State, let somebody from that state be the commissioner of police. It is not.
That's indigenous.
Yes, yes.
Every state should have indigenous.
Yes, yes, because somebody who knows the terrain should be in charge. Don't bring one person from one state who is a total stranger to come and be the security head of a state that it doesn't know the nooks and crannies. How will it work?
But don't you think if you have indigenous CP, family members, friends can easily influence the CP?
The advantage, sir, is bigger, far better than the disadvantage.
Okay.
Because if something happens in this area, he knows who to call. He knows, for example...
You're talking about like the late Parry, DIG Parry Osayende, who was able to apprehend Anini?
Yes.
He was not a commissioner. They sent him from Abuja to come.
All right, you see?
On a special duty.
So that is because he knows the terrain. Because he understands the terrain. If we have commissioner of police and a doorman being the commissioner of police, somebody from Aduawa, that's my area, somebody from Aduawa is the DPO there, somebody from Etete, just like that.
Yes, from that area.
From that area, it will solve a lot of issues. That's why I said what we need is not changing the security, it's resetting, re-strategizing.
Yeah.
It will go a long way, because where we are now, an Hausa man, an Ijaw man, you are sending an Ijaw man to become to go and be DPO in Kanu. What can they do? How much does he know in that area to be able to deliver? And aside that, what we also have is that our people are underfunded.
The security agencies
are underfunded. There are people, you see, when you are going into those days, you see people who want to become part of Nigerian Army, Air Force. They go there with joy, with excitement, and the rest of that. How many people today are they recruiting? How many people are happy to join them because of the way it is? Because people who die while they are in service, what happens to their family?
But we've seen police, they present check to bereaved families. We've seen things like that.
What happens to them when these people who are okay? There was a general that was killed the other day by bandits and the rest of that. What happens to the family? So when people see that people who have given their life to save this nation, nothing happens, nothing of importance happened to the family.
No, the government have a way of compensating them. I must say that.
So as it is, others will draw because it's like, who go die for Nigeria? Let me use that language. Who want die for Nigeria? Because if I die now, it don't finish. So that is it. Our government should not just only fund them properly, should also their welfare should be put in consideration. Because if a man is hungry on the road, if a man is hungry on the road, you give him 50,000, even if you are holding barrel, he will allow you pass.
I think I should just contribute to what you're saying, Dr. Roya Ayemere. I really agree with you that the welfare of security agencies, personnel, security personnel, policemen, members of the armed forces, their welfare should be taken care of. For example, in Edo State, you can take one of these emerging communities. Government can take an emerging communities and build and embark on housing estate. It could just be room and parlor self-contained, that's the local language we use for that, or 2-room bedroom, or 3-room bedroom as the case may be, and it could be 4-5 story buildings. It could occupy a stretch of a street, and any policeman that exhibits gallantry is able to arrest a criminal, is able to perform well, is given an apartment as his own. I think that will motivate our security agencies to work harder. They know that even if they die, they have a house already waiting for them. Even while still alive, they are able to record success. They arrested a notable criminal. They are able to stop crime in a particular area. They are given a house by the state government, and it's shown on television. This policeman is giving this apartment, it's not his own. I think they will work harder. That's talking about welfare. I needed to break it down because that's what Dr. Roya Ayemere is talking about. Well, first our toy. We've heard your opening remark, but looking at issues of intelligence that Barrister Michael highlighted, the use of CCTV cameras, the use of drones. We saw those State Police Command showcasing helicopter the other day. I was really, really glad because we've been saying it on this program that those State need helicopter. If there is crime, they should be able to use helicopter, beat all the traffic problems, gridlock, and get to that location as fast as possible. Now, even in modern age, you can use drones, you know, unmanned drones. No human being is inside. You deploy a drone. There are drones that can shoot. There are drones that can record. There are drones that can survey. It depends on what you need that technology for. So, first of all, do you think this is the era that both the federal and state government should be taking of involving technology in our security operations?
Yes, technology is very important. But let me support my brother, Dr. Ayemere. You see, there's a community that exists in Edo South here. I'll call the community name Obaeti. The Okangele there. Every night he powers the area. The judge. He powers the area. There is the presence of the military. In the nearby community, they kidnap. But they don't kidnap in Obaeti. They will go to Ogege, they will kidnap. They will go to Oduota, they will kidnap. The reason I gave it to this young man, the youth is being identified. When protecting lives and property, they know everybody. It is not only when you want to roof, you want to sell. But when some people are still parading themselves as Okageles, whereas they are criminals, all they know is to sell, eat, go to a club and spend money. That is where I am talking about our value system. When you come out to talk, people say you are envious. This is not about envy. We are talking about technology. Let me tell you, the best technology was in the 70s, in the 60s, when somebody would come and they would say, you are a thief, you say you are not a thief. They would call our traditional police. They would do something and say, you are a thief, say you are okay. Now you start excreting yourself. The mother will now beg, oh, my pikin are thief. They will now appease the gods and pay the fine. Let me tell you.
Are you not saying that we should go back to the old era?
Don't ever use it old. Let me use one word. The white people brought Western education. Before the white use the lawyers will say, my learned colleagues, other people that went to school, they are not learned. We are not saying it. It's your home. Believe it. We are talking today. Banditry, kidnapping started right from where? From the church and mosque. They could not even protect churches. They gradually enter the same forest. They frustrated farmers. Now, where are they now? Schools. They've entered the school. Where is the nest now? Now, the IGP has inaugurated the police special unit to protect school. Yes, that is what the police will do. Every police officer wants to be ugly. Every police officer want to be ugly. They want to be assigned to somebody, an individual. The word country does not exist again. And that is the country we have. You will go to the barrack, they should bring out the list. The commander, he will live a good life. Let me tell you, the area of middle class, poor and rich, there is no middle class now. Everybody wants to be rich. Nobody in this country, when no light, everybody enter this generator, they come call out, I better pass my neighbor. Everybody has this thing to put light in the house. Life is beyond one man's pocket. Everybody, as we are here now, we want to enjoy life today. As I'm talking to you now, I gave an example of a community of IT. What stopped the way the governor is going, attacking the criminals in cult groups? Because somebody says he's fighting cultists, I said no. He's fighting the criminals in these cults because 99% of the people working with the governor is our they are members of these groups. But these are honorable members because this group exists in the higher institutions. But criminals find their way into these groups and they took the group and they were not negotiating with the group and the governor is clamping on them. The way the governor is destroying houses, destroying their joints and everywhere, it should not make it political. The Okageles, most of them,
I was Okay, so I was thinking that there is a core area of security threat in our state.
Okay.
That is not addressed.
Okay. Can you quickly?
Yes, I know there's freedom of movement is enshrined in our constitution. You have a right to move. Some people, they come to drop in the night. You bring them, I don't know where they come from, whether from the north, or whether they are from, they just gather them, and they're all over the state. They have a colony somewhere down Sapele colony, at another hall. Bikes, bikes are flying this, they are doing that. And like I said, yes, you can move.
Let us say government just ban.
Yeah, but profiling, they should, the community where they are there, you should be able to know who are who, because at the onset you just talked about not knowing who were dropped over in the night. In fact, some of them, it's very funny. When some of them carry their bike, you say, I'm going to Uduota. You say, where is Uduota? You say, you go no, you say, yes. Then you just begin to drive without meaning, But that's the funny aspect of it. And then so that, so that if the trouble comes from that angle, it will not overwhelm us.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister. First of all, can you just conclude, because the director have just told me now that time is not on our side.
Like what the barrister said, yes. The government, there is an office in the government house today. They call it youth mobilization and labor. We that are farming, should I tell you this now? You cannot see a Benin man that want to work in your farm. You don't see anybody in those states.
It's true.
The people that work in the farm are these same people they brought at night.
It's true.
Now, when they come and work with you in the farm, because where they are coming from, they have no house, no job, no education. When they come, they will spend 1 month and 2 months to the city. Tell me what they are doing in the city. The machine they bring for farmers, they will not give farmers.
So no, time is not on our side. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you.
Anyway, you see, whenever we are invited, though.
Are you married?
I think I would say to the government, security of lives and property is not something they should use to play politics. This is security, it's not something that should politicize, because I think one of the reasons we are still where we are is because these some persons are giving security offices as a political again, so that we can.
Thank you very much. That's the program. I must commend those working behind the scene, led by Peter Omaoge, the engineering crew here, Nathan and others. Great job. Do have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I thank my guests as well for their time. Bye-bye.
ITV, certainly the best.
the Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
the best.
Omonoba Nedu Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Sultan rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ikoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Isoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Immortal Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II. Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Immortal Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, chalk, known as Uri, represented a mixed cheer from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, the side Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
TV, certainly the best.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
We the